Hi, I'm Larry Daniels from PassinTime Outdoors. On today's show, we'll be going to the beautiful Center Hill Lake, covering the Ed Rogers Open. We're going to be jumping in a boat with Brad and Terry Golden from Team C&O Marine. They'll be giving us some helpful hints on how to fish a worm. So y'all stick around, enjoy the show. Let's go fishing.
I'm Ronnie Rogers, waiting to get ready to go out. Appreciate everybody fishing it. Looks like we're going to have a good turnout tonight for the tournament. Weather's going to cooperate, I believe, and I think there's going to be a lot of fish caught, so it'll be a real good night. I just want to thank everybody that helps me with the tournament and all the fishermen for supporting it for years, for my father that still fishes it. So if we can help you in any way, let us know and we'll sure try. Thank you.
Folks, we're at the June 2008 Ed Rogers Open. Blast off at 7 o'clock, weigh in at 7 in the morning. My partner says he's on fish, but we draw boat 97, so I don't think we're going to be getting what we wanted. But we're going to go and hopefully, maybe we can get that spot, and if we can, we'll see if we can get them. All right, folks, we got to our first spot. Somehow we managed to get it. I wasn't expecting to. Now it's just a waiting game to see if we can get that first bite and get that first fish in the live well. Maybe we will. We're just throwing Texas rig worm just like the majority of the people down here right now. I'd say there's some probably throwing a crankbait and Carolina rig, maybe even a few topwater, but this Texas rig and worm seems to be our best ticket before dark and after dark. So we're gonna stick with it, see if we can't get a few fish. Fish are pretty shallow. You'll catch one anywhere from right on the bank to, I don't know, 12 to 15 foot. But it's a slow presentation, this Texas rig. I like to put a bead on it. I'm using a 3/16 ounce sinker. My dad, he don't like that bead. He don't believe in it, but me and Larry do. But I'm just fishing it slow and keep making, you gotta have contact with the bottom. I shake it every now and then, let that bead rattle a little bit. Hey, button, baby. Yeah, that's good. Grab my rod and keep on going. I got done here. Does he like it? So good. It's good hooked. Bad.
Was it bleeding?
Yeah.
If you give them time, the way they've been all week, if you give them time to,
I'm gonna run some other water in there, warm it up. Okay.
if you give them time to pick that bait up and hold on to it, every one of them's got it down the throat, seems like. They've done it all week long. The ones that you try to get early enough to keep from doing that, seems like you end up pulling they get half your bait in the mouth and end up getting your bait or getting half your bait, and you end up not getting anything. But I don't know why it is, but all week they've just been the ones that you just get a good solid bite on before you can get them. They've got it down their throat. And I guess Brad, he'll be all night trying to babysit them and keep them alive.
Now trying to get as close as I can to about 74 degrees, 73. You see I'm letting out some of the water that's in there because it's 62 degrees. It's getting closer though.
Tuesday night I stopped at this spot, caught 4 or 5, took it away from 7 or 8 more. 2 of the 4 that some were caught, they were
There's a boat going in behind.
bigger than that. The other ones were about 3 pound apiece.
That's up by the guy you took fishing up.
That didn't swallow it.
He buttoned. Big old Kentucky right there. That one didn't swallow it. Yeah, he did too. Bad.
Bite it off.
Sinker. Oh, you're on the left. He's got that right worm on.
Well, Daddy's got the right bait. Old Daddy's fixing to give Son one of these worms.
All right, I got that now with the mouth.
This old worm is a zoom worm.
That worm probably ain't no good no more, but it's not in his mouth. See my new rod here I got yesterday from Billy Campbell at All Pro Rods. It's a 7-foot heavy worm rod casting. New APX series. Sweet rod. Made locally in McMinnville. You see them guys, Billy or Jason. They're there about it all the time. I don't know the phone number right off the top of my hand, but they're at 597 Shelbyville Highway. Stop in there and see them. Good guys.
I've always tried to, when I'm fishing this worm, I've always tried to keep my rod tip pretty much straight up. And when I feel a bite, a lot of people want to go all the way down
and reel all the way down to the fish and get a tight line on them and feel of them before they set the hook. I personally think that when you do that, the fish feel you a lot of times and spit it out before you get back with it good. So what I try to do is once I feel that bite, I'll go down and I'll leave me a foot or so of slack in that line. And when I set the hook, I'll set it on slack line every time. I never reel all the way down to that fish. I never give that fish a chance to feel me. And that's the way I've tried to teach Brad and about anybody that gets in the boat with me.
Kind of bites that we've been getting that we've actually been catching, we'll just pop it twice or just one good pop, and you'll reel down and they'll be there. You notice I've had 4 bites and I've set the hook 4 times. Every one of those bites have just got spongy and heavy. They didn't tap it or nothing. You wouldn't think it was anything but a stump if I didn't feel them moving. Felt every one of them swimming with it, which I never connected on any of them. Most of the time they've probably got it by the tail, just dragging it around. It's hard to catch them kind of fish versus the ones that hit it like it's supposed to, just tap, tap.
Whoa! Ooh, jab him. That and bleeding too. That right there won't keep.
It's Kentucky.
Oh.
It's a little one. We're gonna call that.
We're moving back up to the point where we started at. Tuesday night when I was fishing this spot, I had about a 100-yard stretch that I was getting bit pretty regular. And when I got below that, it kind of slacked off, and the couple I caught on the lower end of this was just smaller fish, but the better ones were coming on the point for the first 100 yards. So that's what we're going to go back up here and start over. Maybe we'll get one more pass on it before it gets dark. We've got 3 keepers now, and with a little luck, maybe we'll get our limit before it ever gets dark, and we'll see where we go from there. There's a drop off right on the right side of this point, and that's where we come back and started. We started right on the edge of that drop. What I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of position the boat where I can make about 3 or 4 throws right on that break. See if we can catch one up there feeding right quick. About the right time of day where there should be one moved up there. Oh yeah, real good. Number 4. There you go, Brett.
Stay button, baby. Ooh. That wasn't very good there, Muscle. swallowed.
Give me my one back. I'm gonna get that 6 that quick.
I have to measure him. Thank you, keep going. Oh yeah.
I told you they'd be back up here before it got dark. Brad needs to let old Dad come practice for him more often. Tuesday night, I bet you in 30 minutes time, I got 10 bites here. And the ones that I caught, I couldn't even take it away from it. I was trying to just get a feel of how heavy a fish it was by just pulling on it a little bit. And trying to just take it away from them. And I caught 2 over 4 pounds that I couldn't take it away from. Yeah, we haven't seen one of them yet, but we will.
All right, folks, we're back here at the Ed Rogers tournament, July. Just want to take a minute to say a few words about Ronnie Rogers and Ed Rogers. This tournament's been going on, I think, 35, 36 years. But it's a well-run tournament for the money, entry fee that you pay out, and the payback. There's no better. The competition is good. Everybody should come out and give it a try. Now, all the guys up, at Ed Rogers, Chevrolet, Valley Ford, and the Cadillac dealership and Chevrolet dealership in McMinnville, GMC. All of them's been super nice. They're all, help run the tournament. Everybody should think and purchase a vehicle, go out and help them out. They're doing a good thing, and they give back to the community a lot. Come out and join us. We're at the second Saturday night of every month and the second Sunday of every month during the winter. To replace that one, and he didn't die. He didn't swallow. Put a little bitty Kentucky there, boys. That other one's gonna die too. I'm gonna throw that one back today. I mean, we allowed to have 7, but he's dead. Not at it. Yeah. No.
Muscles was getting ready to leave us, and he's going to go try to find Ronnie Rogers and Burl Shirley to check on them and maybe film them a little bit. But before he got out of the boat with us, I got a bite and set the hook, and he stayed with us just for another few minutes until we got that situated. So looks like Brad's going to be babysitting live wells tonight, because it's going to be really hard to keep those fish alive. But we're going to do our best.
Looks like Brad and Terry's off to a great start in the tournament, but next week we'll be jumping in the boat with Ronnie and Burl and also bringing the conclusion of Ed Rogers Open to you right here on PassinTime Outdoors.